Hello and welcome back to another video on the recipe and to my Money in the Bank 2023 predictions. Very hyped for this. A cracking looking card, I have to say. And yeah, in the UK as well, some great crowds. Just up the road for me in London. So yeah, very excited for this event, and also I have to watch it at God Midnights as well. So that's also a positive. So let's get straight into it. And our first match is a massive one: the Bloodline Civil War. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa versus the Usos. And yeah, I have to say I am very intrigued by this one. Who's going to come out on top? And yeah, the Usos obviously been having the best of it recently on TV, but Roman and Solo on pay-per-view. Roman, the hot streak he's been on, Solo the way he's been booked, and yeah, of course, Roman kind of getting first blood over his former Bloodline stablemates. I can see that happening, so I'm going to say the heels will get the win here. But yeah, I don't think that'll be the end for the feud at all. I think the Usos will keep fighting that, so I'm going to say Roman and Solo will pick up the win. Moving on into the women's tag team title match, and that's Ronda and Shayna versus Liv and Raquel. And yeah, great to see Liv back on TV. I think they're probably the most credible challengers maybe at the moment for the tag titles. But yeah, I think so soon is winning. I think this Ronda and Shayna reign is going to be a really long one that will hopefully really revitalise these women's tag team titles. So I'm going to say it'll be Ronda and Shayna who pick up the win here. Moving on then to Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship. And yeah, I have to say this is a match that I'm really looking forward to. Obviously, the long-term story here, everything that happened in 2016 is played into this nicely. It always does, kind of when these two face each other. And yeah, I don't know, it's a hard one to call. I think Seth will come out on top, but Finn Balor, it would be an amazing moment for him to do it, especially being from Ireland, near the UK and all that. But Seth Rollins still short into a title reign, which I think is going to be long, so I'm going to say it'll be Seth Rollins who picks up the win. Moving on then to Cody, and he faces Dominic at Money in the Bank. And yeah, this kind of, as I said on multiple times, just feels kind of like a bit of a stopping gap for Cody ahead of his match against Brock Lesnar, you'd imagine, at SummerSlam. And Dominic, we know how good he's been as a heel recently. Yeah, I think that's definitely a good little stopgap for him. I can't wait for the Brock match, but yeah, this is going to be really entertaining for what it is, and it's going to be Cody who probably comes away with the win here. Gunther faces Matt Riddle for the Intercontinental Championship, and I have to say this is a match that I'm really looking forward to. Kind of been building up to something for a while, and yeah, I think this is going to be a really good pay-per-view quality match. Matt Riddle's obviously had a decent run since his return, and Gunther and his IC title run has been going on for so long now. It's been so good, banger after banger. I'm sure we're going to get that here. As for the result, yeah, I just think Gunther will retain. I don't think they're going to drop it. Surely he's going to drop it a big 4 pay-per-view, and I don't think really Riddle's the right man to beat him for it either. I'm going to say Gunther will retain. Moving on then to the Women's Money in the Bank match, and yeah, this is definitely an interesting one. There's all sorts of different characters. So you got the established stars like Trish, Becky, and Bayley who are in the match. And personally, I don't know, I can't really see them winning. I think they can go for a young star. Zoe Stark as well. Maybe she's a bit too raw to win it. Kind of in more main roster terms. Want a bit of build up, but it definitely would be very interesting. Zelina Vega, I kind of feel like she's had her chance at the top level. I'm not saying she's not good enough, but WWE may want to go with someone else. And I'm predicting it'll be Io Sky. Yeah, she's been so good on TV, gives her a chance to maybe break out from Damage Control a bit, establish herself as a single star, and yeah, just for her performances, I think she deserves it. So I'm going to say Io Sky will win the Women's Money in the Bank. Moving on then to the Men's Money in the Bank, and yeah, this is another really interesting match. A very interesting card as well. No former world champions, and yeah, I don't know, it's a hard one to call, it really is. Damian Priest, WWE officials have been reportedly very impressed with him. The likes of Butch, Nakamura, Ricochet, probably Escobar as well. I don't know, WWE, I don't know if they'll go all the way with them, if they'll be really impressed by them. So yeah, it kind of leaves me with Priest, LA Knight, Nakamura. We know how overnight is with the crowd. Whether WWE will put the belt briefcase on him, I'm not 100% convinced, to be honest. Then you got Logan Paul, we know how big a star he is. WWE, you can't rule out him getting the briefcase just for a big publicity stunt, but I still feel like LA Knight, with how over in the crowd he is, Priest and Paul probably his 2 biggest challenges, but I think it's going to be LA Knight who wins it. And yeah, what a crowd pop that would be if he does indeed do it. But anyway guys, that's the video. Thanks very much for watching. To like, share, subscribe, and thoughts, comments over daily wrestling news and subscribe to my channel is going to be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.